come out to the barn to rescue an old cast iron bath that was left here by the previous owner. We're going to repurpose it and put it in the new bath.
I think it is a beautiful bath. I'm just a little bit worried that it might have been relegated to the stables for a reason. So I just hope that we can get it working okay. Should we go and...
It's a lot of jeopardy for... It just fills out of water, doesn't it?
No, but it might not connect to the pipes, or there might be something missing that is needed.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go and get the bath.
It's faulty bath. Good thing is all the enamel looks fine and stuff. Have you got anything like a stick or something?
We've just got the bathtub out of the stables and it weighs an absolute ton. So Chris has just headed in to go and get some thicker gloves because it really digs into your hands. So when you lift it up by the rim, it just kind of like cuts your hands. So he's gone to go and get some gloves and I'm just bracing myself because I've got a slightly bad back and oh God, it just weighs so much. Don't know how we're going to get it in. We've got to get it all the way over to the chateau and then somehow inside and upstairs. So that'll be fun. Wish us luck. Oh God, the bathtub is just too heavy. We're going to leave it there and Chris can clean it and then we can move it later. Now we're going to crack on with the painting and then the tiling, which will be really exciting. So I thought I'd finished with the enduit. It's like the bonding plastery type stuff. But I found a few areas which could just do with a tiny bit more, so keep going. Bits of glue up as well. I found it's much easier to fill after you've taken too much off with the glue than it is to try and sand it down. So yesterday we made really good progress and we sorted out loads of the skirting boards, but the thing that took ages was filling, well, we had to remove all of the glue because there'd been sort of old bits of panelling that we had to remove and reposition. There'd been an old piece of cornicing which didn't quite work, which we needed to get off. And there were just loads of little holes and pits in the wall that we needed to fill with filler and then sand down. And then I sort of went round and did it all again because I just found little areas where it wasn't quite as good as it should have been. So there was a lot of sanding yesterday and a lot of filling. But we also sorted out the skirting boards. So we've cut all of those, cut them to size so they're ready to install. Today it's going to be a case of Chris is probably going to start with the painting and I'm probably going to start tiling this shower. So yeah, lots to be getting on with today. We just need to trim a little bit off all of the tiles that are going up in the corner. And once we've done that, then we can get those ones on the wall. Right, so next up I just need to make 2 holes in the middle of one of the tiles so that we can put it over the shower and the hot and cold water outlets for the shower. Right, after a few attempts, I've finally managed it. I did break a tile, but seems okay this time. Let's go and install it. Tiling this bit of the wall. Now we get to put on this beautiful decorative trim end piece. I don't know what it's called. I'm quite excited about this. Let's see how it goes on. Ooh, beautiful. Sexy.
It's upside down.
Is it?
Jokes.
Well, I guess it could go the other way. I've definitely got a bit better at this since we tiled the green bathroom. The green bathroom was a bit harder anyway because the tiles were sort of an uneven finish and we had quite an awkward space that wasn't totally flat. But also we were doing a metro effect where the tiles were like overlapping. So anyway, all of that meant that rather than buzzing off the same amount off each tile, we had to cut each tile individually as we went along, and it was just really slow and time consuming. So the tile cutter doesn't go all the way through because these skirting board pieces are so thick. So I've got my trusty angle grinder, which I'm gonna try and break the ends off and then tidy them up. Right, it's next step is putting in the grouting, which is the nice bit because you get to see things transforming really, really quickly. So, my trusty, I don't even know what this is called, a squeegee. Quite messy, but that's the way to do it. Get it pushed right in.
So this morning I'm going to try and clean this really old cast iron bath that our previous owner very kindly left us in the stables. It's beautiful and it's the perfect size for the new bathroom, but it's a bit dirty and the outside will need a good old sanding, and then I'm going to do something special with the outside. But the enamel on the inside looks good. Just need to see what it looks like underneath all that dirt. And look who's come to help, doggy! Okay, let's do this. So it's much cleaner than it was, but I'm a bit worried the enamel's damaged, and that's why I can't get the last of the dirt out. So we're going to up the ante a little bit and get some bleach in there, get a scrubbing brush, hot water, and let's see what that does. Basically, the last thing I want to do is re-enamel this bath. So I'll do anything I can to clean it and keep it clean. And I think once it's clean, if you keep on top of it, it's never going to get this bad. It might have been used as like a plant pot feature thing in the garden. I think that's why it's so dirty and so scratched. But I mean, they are coming off. It's a lot of work. So I'm going to try this stuff. It's like a slightly abrasive cleaner. No idea what it actually is, but let's see if it works. And then failing that, I've got some bleach. I'm going to try it all. working, but it's a lot of scrubbing. So I am upping the ante even more. That didn't work. Well, it worked a bit, but not great. So now I'm going to use gel pour la toilette, which is a corrosive. I mean, this is probably not what you're supposed to use and it might make it worse, but I feel like at this stage I'm going to go to the next level and go all in. Slapping it around. Right, so let's leave that and come back and see. I've left that for about 15 minutes. And doesn't look like it's that sound. I was a bit worried it might be like streaks, but it hasn't. Well, no, it is working slowly actually. The next thing I've got is a pot of boiling hot water with 3 dishwasher tabs in, because I read that's supposed to be quite good. Let's add that to the mix. Apparently hot water is good for getting the stains out on a cast iron bath. Shame I can't fill the bath really. The fact that the stains are so stubborn tells me that the enamel's already shot. That's also a little bit rough on the bottom, so I think I'm going to have to suck it up and learn how to enamel a bath. Damn! At least it's nice and clean, ready for enameling. So this is round 492 and we're going to try Nancy Birtwhistle's special magic potion, which is citric acid, washing up liquid and water, and I'm praying this works. I've left it on for about 40 minutes because I felt like it needed a nice soak. Now we're going to see what happens when we try and take it off. Do I go for the cloth or do I go for the scrubbing brush? Oh, it's weird, it felt like a slight friction behind. Sadly, no.
Not good enough?
I don't think it's good enough. Actually, you know what? Doing more than everything else did. So it's much cleaner. The top is fine, like the enamel's all there, it's shiny, but it's the bottom that's all still grubby. Look at that, won't budge. Yee. But the acid stuff worked really well on the metal, so I'm going to soak that in a little bath of it later.